Hi, this is Delicious. Welcome to the review of the 24-hour ration from the Ukrainian army. This is a big bag which have waited in my storage for a couple of months actually. I guess this is the current version of the Ukrainian ration. I know there are the new versions with NATO standard, but they are not available yet. So this ration was produced 2016 and it is best before 2017, so only 1 year, which is very unusual for rations. The total energy from this ration is almost 4,200 calories, and it's pretty heavy because it contains cans. The second new thing which I will introduce today is my new pointer, or two pointers, which is this toy. This is also AK-47 bayonet, but this time it is the real size. You can compare it to my foldable replica. This is this size, and I have also one more size, which is this one. I don't know how long it is. I guess this is about 20 centimeters or 9 inch. So, nice thing. Let's open this. Maybe we have peelable seal. Not so peelable, but I succeed. Inside we have 3 bags with the content list. So you have how many here, but on each of these bags you have the content list, and this is breakfast, lunch and dinner. I will start with the breakfast. One interesting thing what I noticed is that you have here total weight. This is 557 grams, so the whole ration is about 1.5 kilo. But if you compare this with this table, which also have here weight, nothing matches. So these figures, these numbers are different from this. Why? I don't know, but I guess this is not the most important thing. Let's open. This time we have to use the pointer. This is our breakfast. We have 2 packs of small crackers, which are pohot, I guess, galety pohot. We have 1 can, this is about 300 grams of pearl barley with beef. We have this pork pate or pate with pork fat, baked pate with pork fat, produced in 2016. 2 packs of sugar, each pack is 15 grams, an instant coffee, and we have moist omelette. Okay, so let's prepare it. I will not drink this coffee because now I am recording this, this is 7 p.m. and this is a bit late for coffee, so I will try this by the next meal. So let's unpack the components. We have also 1 napkin here, just very simple one. We have, maybe I will start with this moist towelette to clean my hands. It was made in Ukraine, wet wipe. It's funny because you have the tea cup, and somebody, I remember in some review, thought that this is a tea bag. This is not. Very, very interesting idea to put such picture. So this is moist. You can see has a smell of some cream, like cosmetics cream. Very interesting. I haven't met that smell. Usually you have some alcohol or lemon, and this is like cream. Now we have this crackers. How much? This is 100 grams, so 2 packs, 50 grams. Let's open. And that's enough. We have this pate. And interesting, this is the content is interesting because we have here this is actually beef pate with pork fat. We have baked beef, and we have pork fat. We have ground onions. We have salt, pepper, sugar. We have bay leaf. We have nutmeg, we have coriander, and we have how it's called in English, well, doesn't matter, some other spice. And note that we don't have any preservatives here, just the salt, fat, sugar. These are preservatives, and no artificial parts. So let's open this. How much do we have here? I don't know. About 100 grams. Without GMO. Another interesting thing is that we have almost 76% of this beef and over 30% of this pork fat, which makes together over 100%. So this is really something unusual. Anyway, it is worth to try. So I will not use the sugar. Now I will put this main into the hot water. And as I told you, this is the beef with the pearl barley. What do we have here? Is beef, it's a pearl barley. It's fat, onions, salt, pepper, and that's all. So it's a very natural food, no preservatives, no strange combinations, just real food. So let's go to the hot water. Great, our entree is ready. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, okay, maybe I will show it later. I will take just normal spoon because we don't have any utensils here, any spoons or something, any cups, and put it on the tray. A lot of fat. Oh, it is very hot. After 10 minutes in hot water, really hot. Nice. And this I want to show you. We have here a brand which, as I can understand, translate to our pot. time to taste. As you can see, there is a lot of pearl barley, which I actually admire. I love this type of groats. And we have a bit of beef. We don't have here any snacks, any special things like cocoa beverage powder or nougats like in French rations or something. It is very simple ration, but this amount of food is really big, so you will be full after eating this. So let's try it. It has a very nice smell. I'll try to zoom somehow. Yes, I hope. Yes, we can see groats, just beef and some spices. Well, the taste is like beef and groats and salt and some spices. So very simple and very beefy. So just basic beef. If you like beef, you can like it, but you can taste a lot of beef fat here. So this taste is something which and it is not suitable for everybody, but it is very well seasoned. It is enough. So I guess this could be good. Now these crackers, just on its own first, very small crackers. They are very good. So they are similar in taste to the Russian crackers, and they taste like bread actually, like wheat bread. So I think it's a good idea to have this kind of bread substitute. Now this beef pate with pork fat, it is very soft, very runny. First I will just taste it like it is. It's very tasty, even very tasty. It's much better than this dish. I will have some with the cracker. So I have to say this is one of the best pates I've ever had in rations. It has a really good set of spices here. It is really good. This is a nice surprise for me. So this was the breakfast according to the ration. Big breakfast, and now we'll move on to the lunch. Welcome to the lunch part of the Ukrainian ration. I have taken this out of this bag, and what do we have here is quite similar to the breakfast part. We have 2 packs of crackers, and we have moist towelette, a tea, 2 packs of sugar, and 1 pack of meat can. And this is Zavtrak turista, which means tourist breakfast. And this is a meat can. This have a production date of 2016, like the ration, but there are no indications on the can how much shelf life it has, 1 year or 2 years, so it's a bit strange. So I will put it in a hot water, this can, and then we'll eat everything. So the entree is heated up, so let's make the tea. It's just, an enormous bag of tea, no brand, but it doesn't matter. I will give a bit less water, something like 200 milliliters to make it stronger. Now we have this beef chunk or stewed beef tuszonka, I guess, or something. Let's open. So it's called tourist breakfast. You can see a lot of fat swimming. I will put it in a bowl. my god, a lot of mess. Okay, let's have a look on this, on the ingredient list. This is the same brand, our pot, and we have here beef, we have pork skin, we have salt, pepper, sugar, yeah, and that's it. And we have here, I don't know, it's over 300 grams. I've just read this small text, and it is written here that the best before date is 3 years after production date. So this is 2016, so it is good till 2019, which I actually expected. So the whole ration has only 1 year shelf life, but this can is very good. We have also these crackers. I translated what doesn't mean pohit, and this means something like trip or excursions. So let's have some of them together. And I don't use sugar in my tea, so I will not use it, and that's all what we have to disposal. So it's a very simple ration, no fruit muesli bars or fig bars or whatever else. We have kind of soup, fat soup here. This is minced beef. I will try to zoom it. You can see this is minced beef, and the pork skin. This is really serious. It is not minced. You can see here big chunks of pork skin. Anyway, I will try this, just the meat now. It has very nice smell. It is well seasoned, I mean salty enough. We don't have any salt or pepper here. So minimum ingredients, salt, pepper, sugar, that's it. But it's quite good, but it's really fatty, as you can see. I suppose this can is also very good eaten cold. I guess it should be eaten cold, but since it is lunch I made it warm. So I tried this with these crackers, because I suppose it should be very good, this juice together with the crackers. Yes, they add a bit of crunchiness, different taste. It's a good combination. I will do it for you. I will taste this big chunk of pork skin. So, bad news. This is like a rubber. You cannot eat it, but good news, it is not the pork skin. This is something what comes from the beef, and this is, I don't know, part of some tissue. I don't know the name in English. It is between the muscles. It's just, you know, very like rubber. It's just impossible to eat. So I guess the pork skin is minced somehow with the beef. So the beef is maybe not the best, highest quality, but it tastes better than the breakfast beef, which was together with kasha. So now we have the tea. Yeah, just a simple opinion. No smell, no taste. And that's all. It's just a color and it's hot. But, you know, it's just probably the cheapest possible tea. You can, of course, drink it. It somehow remains your home, but it's not very, very delicious. So that was the lunch part. So the third part of this ration is dinner or supper, wieczera. And this bag is partially open, so no problem. And this is the content of this ration. Well, it's almost identical to the lunch and breakfast. We have 2 packs of these crackers, 2 packs of sugar. We have 2 packs of honey. So this is a difference. We have moist towelette, tea, just a napkin, and 1 can of beef with buckwheat groats. So I will heat it up and arrange everything, but I promised before on breakfast part that I will taste this coffee. So instead of this tea, which I already had, I will have this coffee. Okay, it's time to taste. Let's start with this coffee. This is instant coffee. It's made in Ukraine, and one interesting thing is that here we have a number which tells us which country of origin is this coffee, and this one is from Ukraine. So I don't think that they really grow coffee in Ukraine, but this is real Ukrainian coffee. It's very powdery, so no granules or such things. I will give a bit of this sugar. It's 15 grams. So this is something like 3 teaspoons, I guess. Just a bit. It's a bit yellow color. Now we have these crackers, which are all the same. And we have this honey. I guess this is mixed flowers honey, and I will knead this a bit because I guess it is crystallized. We have here a very nice turn notch to open. And we have a small hole, so perfect. The main dish, I have heated it. The content of this dish is identical with the breakfast one, but we don't have this pearl barley, but we have buckwheat. So, let's start. We have this buckwheat with beef. The beef is ground, so you cannot see chunks of meat. It's mixed with this buckwheat, and they have a similar color, so actually you cannot see this that much. I am surprised a bit with this because these pearl barley groats have different smell and different taste. The buckwheat has itself a smell, a strong smell, so this is quite different, and the taste is different. This is much better than the breakfast one. It is very good salted. No need, maybe a bit spiciness of a bit pepper would help, but we don't have here. But this is really tasty, I have to say. The breakfast was not very special, delicious, but this one is quite good. So, now honey with the crackers. They say the smaller the hole, the better control. But this hole is too small. Yes, success. Let's zoom it. And let's eat it. The honey is very good, and this combination, I mean these crackers which taste like bread and with this honey is perfect. I know one thing which fits better than this crackers to the honey. These are the Polish special crackers with caraway, and this slightly bittery caraway with the sweet honey is better, but this is also perfect. The coffee now. It's a bit strange. It has a burnt smell, but the taste reminds me rather on chicory coffee, so not the natural one. And it is not very bitter. Well, I guess it's very interesting, and I think I like it. It's not the typical coffee, but for me it is really okay. So now I will start to eat it with pleasure, and thank you very much for watching. This was the review of this green monster Ukrainian 24-hour ration, and please subscribe my channel and the Facebook page, the link is down below, and the new reviews are coming soon, so please stay tuned. Bye.